All right, so the COVID numbers are continuing to go up, and there's been the report every week. I know there's some hope right now because of these vaccines that's showing some promise, but we still in a critical situation. And I see a few things that I want to discuss. This goes for government, this goes for regular citizens, this goes for business owners. And one of the main things I see is COVID fatigue. And that's definitely threatened this recovery and the overall health of our nation. And I'm not just talking about the people that are on full born rebellion against simply wearing a mask, or people that still think COVID is a conspiracy theory. Those people, unfortunately, is going to do what they're going to do. There's not too much we can do about that. I'm talking about just regular people that don't believe any of that, but are just tired of living life like this, especially with the holidays coming up, right? So a lot of people are, feeling depressed and just like, man, I just want to see my family member. I want to see my mother. I want to see my grandmother. I want to see sister, brother. A lot of trips been canceled because of COVID, and especially with this recent spike. Some people are going to ignore it. Some people are going to follow it. But for people that been canceling trips and been holding off with seeing family and close friends all year, um, a lot of people are tired of doing that and might just ignore these warnings, which we shouldn't do. We still should err on the side of caution because the numbers are going up. But unfortunately, like I said, a lot of people are experiencing COVID fatigue, and it's been a tough year for a lot of people. Just from working at home, some people don't like that. I mean, I love working from home personally. Um, I love it, but I understand for some people they feel isolated. It could be kind of depressing. Um, People had to cancel vacations. The nightlife is not what it used to be pre-COVID. One of the young bros told me that he felt like his youth is being taken away because of all the nightlife and clubs and stuff like that having to close. So again, COVID fatigue is real out there. And what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to put myself in other people's shoes. For me, it's easy to social distance. It's easy to follow these orders. Um, One of the reasons is because right out of high school, I went to the military, right? So there was times I was deployed in garbage locations, um, in garbage living conditions that I hated for 6 months, for a year, right? So, or I was stationed at a place that I didn't want to be at for a couple years. So, for me to be at home, having all the luxuries of um, running water, electricity, a pretty decent home is not that bad for me. But I understand for a lot of people, this is this might be some of the most difficult circumstances they've been in, especially not being able to see loved ones. So I understand that, but I'm just telling people this is not going to be like this forever. Eventually we are going to get a hold of this virus, especially with a change of administrations. Not that I think Biden is the best politician in the world. If you've been watching my videos, you know damn well I don't think that. But I think just the change in the federal government, I think is going to be a more serious, more mature response to take control of this virus. So, although I understand not it's not what we want, let's still try to err on the side of caution, especially with these holidays coming up. I know everybody want to be around family, but let's let's be careful. Let's be careful how we do this. That's all I want to say. At the end of the day, we all adults. We all have to make our own decisions, but let's be smart about this. Let's be smart people. That's all I'm going to say about that. And for government, right? One of the things, one of the dangers is people are not going to follow these orders, and people will rebel against this, is because you're not really giving the people the tools to get through the situation. What do I mean by that? You know, um, if you want people to stay at home, if you want people to not go to work, where is the financial support? That one time $1,200 is just not going to cut it. You know, um, if these businesses is closing, and right now, most governments is trying to trying to do a limited shutdown. They're not trying to shut down the everything. They try and just do like stuff like barbershops, things like the gym. They trying to thread the needle basically. Where the economy is still functioning, but you do have a limited shutdown. But for people that are barbers, people that work at hair salons, people that work at the gym, you know, um, you might not think about it, but those people need their money too. How are they going to pay their bills? You know, um, People are on the verge of getting evicted, and I know we had the hold on evictions for a while, but we didn't give any people financial support to catch up on their rent. That's a problem. And I get the other side too, because we think about banks when it comes to rents and mortgages, but um, a lot of regular people own houses and rent them out as landlords that not rich. They have their mortgage they have to pay, so they not receiving pay from a tenant that had to that was laid off due to COVID. The bank's not going to care about that. So that's what I mean. We have to find a way to financially support people so people will actually stay at home. And so far they haven't done that. Now, a story that I am going to do. I know the Biden administration. It was reported that they are instructing the Democrats in Congress to strike a deal with the Senate Republicans in order to do a quick stimulus relief bill. Now, I need to know the details. Quick doesn't mean good, and I don't mind it, and I get it because something definitely need to be done quickly. But the thing is, if you do a one-time quick relief bill, that doesn't mean the job is done. That doesn't mean the job is done at all. Um, did it really hit everything that it needed to in order for people to survive, and survive long term? And because when it's over, yes, you can stop. Again, I'll use this example. You can stop people from getting evicted now, but they still 4 months behind rent when that order cease. You know, um, that's still going to be a problem. They still going to get evicted, you just delaying it. So there's a lot of things we have to do, and this is a continuous story that hopefully soon will have a better hold on the situation. And I'm hopeful of that. And again, hopefully next year with this change of the administration that we can get a hold of this quickly. We'll see. All right. But this is I mean Shaw. This is Say What I Mean. Make sure you subscribe, like, share the content. Feeling it. Definitely trying to grow the channel. And thank you for everybody that has been supporting. Peace.